What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Gwops, and I'm back with another video. And I'm just gonna cut the shit right here, right now. Another shoe review from Cactus. And instead of me actually going through the shoe like blow by blow, detail by detail, I'm just actually gonna get into the shoe because a lot of you guys probably already seen the shoe. And I know a lot of you guys know that I'm working with Cactus and like doing shoe reviews for them, and I did videos for them in the past. So I'm gonna review their Travis Scott Air Jordan 4s that they sent me because I really wanted to get my hands on this pair. And instead of me detailing it like blow by blow, like I said, I'm just gonna go over like if they have like the best Travis Scott Air Jordan 4. So with that out of the way, let's actually get into the video. All right, so starting off the box, now it's nothing really special. It's your standard Air Jordan 4 box. Now it did come with a different size tag, and it did say it retailed for $190. So the size tag is correct. You see University Blue, Black, and Carolina Blue on the size tag. It's normally a different size tag, but for the Travis Scott 4s, they decided to switch it up. All right, and with that being said, let me open up this box real quick and get the shoe out. And here it is, the Travis Scott Air Jordan 4. Now, what can I say about this shoe that hasn't already been said a million times? Because this was probably one of the first Travis Scott collabs with Air Jordan and Nike before he started to go on the ones, then etc. and etc. So let me get both these shoes out real quick because I have a couple things to say about it. Okay guys, so here's the shoes out of the box, and now I'm just gonna get right into it. Now, the first thing I've seen from the Travis Scott Air Jordan 4s from kickz.com is that it could just be me, but does the uppers seem or feel like a little bit brighter than the midsole is? Now, I know on retail pictures, like the sole, like the midsole and the upper suede where like the sneaker is, like the suede is, it's supposed to be relatively the same color. Now, it could just be me, but I think it mainly depends on like where the lighting hits it. Like, as you guys can see from this example right here of this shot right here, it looks relatively the same color, but of course it's different material, so of course it's gonna look different. But I think that's just me, but the overall, I think it looks pretty okay, and it looks relatively decent. It's pretty much the same color, but it's just different material, so that's why I think that way. And moving on to the suede is actually really good. Like, as you can see on camera, like you do get that soft buttery suede action on this sneaker, and that's probably one of the things I love the most about sneakers these days, is that they're going with suede or nubuck for like most of their sneakers now, and I'm a sucker for suede. And now moving on to the right shoe. Now, like I said, like on the left shoe, you do have that same kind of color differential going on the right shoe as well as the left shoe, but it could just be because of the lighting. I have seen pairs where like it was like this and everything, and I think it's, for the most part, it's correct. And I think if the sole or the midsole, this blue right here, was a little bit of a lighter blue, it wouldn't really necessarily be a problem. But I think for the most part, it's correct, and I think that's how it's supposed to be on retail pairs as well as some replica pairs. All right, now moving on to the hang tag. Now, you do have your hang tag. They did send me the hang tag with the Cactus Jack on the back and the Jordan Jumpman that's on the front. And not a lot of people has anything to say about flaws when it comes to replicas for like the hang tag for this sneaker, but for the most part it feels good. And the suede, you do have that same suede action on this one as well. All right, and now moving on to the eggshell color that's on the outsole of both the sneakers, and I think, don't quote me, but I think it's the perfect color that as it's supposed to be, because I seen on retail pairs that it's this exact color. So I think they nailed that part down. There's no flaws when it comes to that. You do have the red Jumpman logo on the bottom as well instead of the Nike Air. The Friends and Family actually has Nike Air, but I'm sort of mad that they didn't give us Nike Air for the Air Jordan 4 Travis Scotts, but it's okay. Moving on to the midsoles. The midsole area is actually pretty good. I actually got to give them props. There's no errors anywhere. Like, there's no color errors anywhere. Aside from like misaligned painting along like this part right here, like it's perfect. Like, nobody can really notice it, and you can't really notice it unless you're actually looking at it. So overall, the midsole area is perfect. You do have your red air material, or like the air unit inside the midsole as well. That's painted perfectly, and that concludes the midsole. And also, one more thing, the splatters, the blue splatter effects, I have seen this does vary, since this is one of those sneakers where like small details like this blue splatter on like the eye stays and the back where the Cactus Jack and the Jumpman logo is, this varies from shoe to shoe. And I've seen people like say that that's a determining factor in terms of like getting or like trying to figure out which is fake and which is real, but really it varies from sneaker to sneaker. And I think the blue splatter effect that's on the black eye stays and also the black heel is pretty good. Moving on to the Air Jordan and the Travis Scott logos that's on the tongue, on the inside of the tongue, and the stitching, it actually looks pretty good. Now, it is backwards and upside down, just like how they did for the Air Jordan logo. And in terms of like flaws, the stitching is actually really good on this pair. And I was lucky enough that I got a good pair from them, and I got a perfect pair actually, because the stitching is actually on point. And last but not least, I pulled out the insoles to review and also legit check them to see like how perfect they got the insoles on the sneaker. And I looked up legit check pictures for this, and people were pointing out like the blue splatter on this is like if it's like 1 centimeter off, it's fake. But like I said, it varies from like the splatter effects. As small of a detail this is, it will vary on most pairs, but overall you do have your Cactus Jack. The print is really good. You do have your slanted Jumpman logo on this one, as well as on a red with the blue splatter effects, which is the Houston Oilers colorway. If you guys didn't know, Travis Scott actually modeled this sneaker after his favorite football team, the Houston Oilers, before they rebranded to the Tennessee Titans. So if you don't know, now you know. But overall, this shoe is pretty good, and I'm gonna pop back the insoles in, and I'm gonna wrap this video up and also give the on feet in a few minutes after that. All right, so now that I got the insoles back on this, now I can give my official thoughts and opinions about this sneaker. Now, does Kick Z have the best Travis Scott Air Jordan 4? I would say it is up there. I'm not necessarily sure if they have the best, but I'm pretty sure their batches are right up there when it comes to the Travis Scott Air Jordan 4. They also have the purple pair, which I'm trying to get, or try to get my hands on to review and also wear. They also have an olive pair, which is the Friends and Family, along with the purple. But I'll see if I can get my hands on that. I will, especially from them, I'll see if I can review that. But overall, the shoe is perfect. You do have your black laces, the netting's perfect. The blue splatter is perfect. The stitching is perfect. I don't see any flaws whatsoever. So overall, I'm gonna have to give this shoe a 10 out of 10, just for the simple fact they got every detail on this shoe right, and everything about this sneaker, along with the Cactus Jack that's on the back, and also the Jordan Jumpman that's on the back heel, on the right heel as well. Everything about this shoe is perfect. So with that being said, I'm gonna give a big shout out to Kick Z for sending these pair of shoes to me to review. And you guys know all their info will be down in the description down below, as well as a link to the Travis Scott Air Jordan 4s on their site, which is like, I think $170. It's gonna be on screen right now. But with that being said, this your boy Gwop. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're new. The on feed is coming in right now, and I'm out, bro.